Well, Coach, we are in a sweet spot as far as football weather is concerned today in Nashville. Just enough chill in the air for a sweatshirt, light breeze, fall in full swing at Nissan Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Tennessee Titans. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
There you go. 56. Going to 54, going to 54, wide in. Crouch. Going to 54, wide in.
Prescott on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Check 4. Check 50. Check 50. Going to 54. Going to 54. Wide in. Hey, kill.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Rashawn Gary, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And instead, they want to throw it off play action. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're
3rd sack of the ball game, 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. The second-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Rosen. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen, and that will be incomplete.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one, trying to get it to his back.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll be just an 18-yard punt, and it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27th. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Brings up 3rd and 9. Hey, here we go. 56. Check 56. Yeah. 26.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He gets it to Brown. Complete.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Here's Jacobs. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch the slant. Check 43. Wow, 22, check, cover. 22, check, cover. Go, get out there. Mike's 56. There we go, kill. Touchdown, defense. Slam.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Here's Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, 2nd year, even more success. A pick 6 for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season, it's big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year 1. By year 2, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Kill. 47. 26.
Prescott off play action. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Watch the run.
Now Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
Check 56. And we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
On third down, here comes Jacobs. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on fourth down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Rosen to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 27-yard line.
27 on the play. First down, Kansas City.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Now Rosen. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Third down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7. Third and long here for Rosen. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The kick by Bryant is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. the ground. It's Jacobs to start the drive. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 22, Prescott going for the deep ball. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
After the interception, here's Rosen. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And down inside the 15 he goes. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The big nose tackle, Danny Shelton, there to swallow him up. On 2nd and 9, Rosen. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20.
6. Go to 54, go to 54, line. Then we're going to 53.
Prescott now. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
That's another Titans first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
We're going to 54, line. Here we go, 47.
Here's Prescott. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Mike's 5-4. He don't know no better. Shift! Watch the shift!
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On now is the Titans punter, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Throwing now, Rosen on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Nasir Adderley, the rookie from Delaware. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Play action now, Prescott. This will be caught by Brown. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
46. What screen? Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Wow. We're going to 53. Hatchet. Kill. We're going to 54. Going to 54. Why?
Prescott now from the 50. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Absolutely. Very well could have been a third interception in half number 1. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. Open man is Howard, the tight end. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Rashawn Gary, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime
looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. Trying to get it to Landry there. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now on 2nd and 13, Prescott. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And it hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. They'll go again to Jones. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
First down, a run with Cohen. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Monday. All right, here we go.
And they'll throw it with Rosen. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rosen. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. An outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs. 44 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, Charlie.
From the gun, it's Rosen. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. and somehow incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
Points go by the wayside on that one.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide?
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Titans. O.J. Howard, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot.
He's got a man, complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there for KC. 52 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. From the gun, Bridgewater. He's going to let it go deep for the hit. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Check the call. 47.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off.
Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Line in. Check, Mike. 36. Mike, 54. Cut.
And that'll set them back 5. Now they face a 3rd and 15 here following the delay of game.
54 Mike. Check. Watch 54. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Mike's by 4.
Prescott from the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught at the 8. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year.
Kill. 27. We're going to 54. Why? He's coming. Double up. 26.
Another try after the first down sack. Prescott. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Rashawn Gary in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Throwing. Prescott looking deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
It's second.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Here we go, let's bring it.
On second down, it's Jacobs. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. The offense on third down tonight, a very anemic, 1 for 9 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. Now Prescott on fourth down. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on fourth down. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. They'll run on first down. Jones down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. About the 5. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Now Jones. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
They come out here in the I. Second and goal from the 1. They'll run forward with Tariq Cohen. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tariq Cohen, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Prescott on first down. James has got it. Complete. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's second down.
Hey, 47.
Here's Prescott. And he finds Howard complete.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
The Titans on third down, not getting the job done at all. A very poor 1 for 10. They're looking at third and a few inches. Now a carry for Jacobs. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. Prescott looks to throw on first. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Prescott. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. This will be 3rd. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Hey, watch that. Check, Mike, 50. Here we go, 47. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Mike's 54. Mike's 56.
Prescott to throw on 4th. And this is going to be incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
36.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage with a penalty flag down. This might push him back further.
Let's go! Let's go! 60 out, Lord. Coming to you. Left. Watch left. That's it. 26, Mike. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. 26, Mike.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Have to give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. They were prepared. Ordinarily, when they take the big shot downfield to the big guy, that's usually a mismatch that the offense is used to winning. But the preparation showed for the defense, and they were able to bat it away.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
26, Mike. 65.
Throwing, Bridgewater. And he finds Penny. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
26, Mike. Pick it up, guys.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Going deep here for Landry. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Brian Poole. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they didn't get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And did the Titans get this? Yes, Tennessee football. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now.
Here we go. We're going to 54. Why here? 26.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction, and when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Throwing on first down, but this one lines up to be incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but it's going to be second down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Shoot!
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now Prescott. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
But someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it, Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Quentin Williams in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
After the sack on first down, Bridgewater, he's going to look deep down the field. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Nasir Adderley, the rookie from Delaware. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Prescott to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Titans. Andy Isabella, 77 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So a little under 50 seconds to go. Plenty of time if they can get this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he's got the hook up to Landry. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Nasir Adderley, the rookie from Delaware. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
47.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. He's going to let it fly. Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Set, ready, Henry. 52 right here. 52. Rip right.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. He's going to rifle. It's caught inside the 25. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the left hash, this from 39. And Bryant's kick is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
He's checking. Crash. Rush in. Gun. Mike 56. Hey, kill.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Andy Isabella was the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
It leads to second and 10.
Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10.
Watch that in. Tight end's right. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. We're going to 54. You go tight. Then we're going to 53. Watch twist.
They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get him in the end zone.
Check 56. Check. SOS. 26.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it.